Here is the mid-1970s Galaxy 3151. Newer enough to have the newer logo, but old enough to still have the metal cage clips before they switched to the plastic ones. As you know, Sanyo and Lasko had a partnership dating back to 1973. So Sanyo would supply the essentials that Lasko needed so that they could manufacture the parts in their factory, while also Sanyo would provide the motors to Lasko for final assembly, which is pretty convenient considering that this lowered costs and definitely benefited both Lasko and Sanyo, especially since Sanyo was also selling fans in the US market. So now let's get back to this Galaxy, which is basically a slightly restyled Sanyo Dynamic Wide. As you can see, it runs pretty quietly and it blows a ton of air for its size. But then that's pretty much expected for any variation of the Sanyo Dynamic Wide platform. As I said, this fan is based on. Here's the side. And the funny thing is that this design actually dates back to the late 1960s when Sanyo was selling it under their Dynamic Wide brand. The only difference is the cages are a newer style instead of the circular radial style for the back. But pretty much other than that, it's basically identical to the Dynamic Wide. I also have its 12-inch version, but it's a slightly newer version with the cage clips instead of the metal ones. And this is basically the first revision that has the plastic cage clips and a slightly larger badge. The first version also had the metal clips and had a notably smaller badge that wasn't painted. And on the very early ones, it didn't even have that ornate decor on this part. So there's your Galaxy 3151.